was homeless and got off a bus every day coming to this place, God made me a chaplain. So, so I'm thankful and I'm grateful to God that He would use me in that, in the chaplaincy here. And I have the privilege to witness, to preach, to teach to people who were just like me. Some of my friends that were in the first branch of service would be turned me on to a drug called crack cocaine. And there was no controlling that. It controlled me. And it was really bad, and I came to Dallas. I was homeless. I was at 922, which was the other Union Gospel Mission before we moved here. And I knew I had a calling on my life, but I also had that monkey on my back. And so that was the time, that was my brokenness. I prayed, and as insane as I was, I still had God on my mind. And I said, that's where my help is going to come from. And God did not disappoint me. He helped me because I surrendered to Him. I said, Father, all I want to do is just live for You. From now, do Your will and not my own. I've been clean for 22 years. And today, I'm just thanking God that He cleaned me up, that He gave me a new mind, that He allowed me to follow Him and to do His will.
The long term of our discipleship program is to give people a hand up, not just a handout. We're giving them hope. When others have given up on them and think that life is over, that they're not going to be very successful, when family members have said they're not going to amount to much, that they know Christ has not given up on them, and Union Gospel Mission and our wonderful donors have not given up on them. So they'll actually go from being homeless, from being on the streets, from being under a bridge, to hopefully having their own job, being in a situation where they're moving into their own apartment and living life in a successful way themselves.
I came straight out of prison, and I really didn't want to go back to my old neighborhood and get wrapped up in the same old things. So I really didn't have many options. But I heard about Union Gospel Mission from a couple of people that I had met along the way that was getting out around the same time. And I just happened to just stop and just got on the bus. And when I got on the bus, I was just asking people, hey, do you know where this at? Showing them the address to Union Gospel Mission. They're like, yeah, we going there right now. Chaplain Corellis, this class right here is really one of my favorite classes for the fact that, it's kind of an iron sharpens iron. Everybody gets a chance to speak, quote scripture, and it's a real interaction is what really the Bible requires, because we are supposed to fellowship. When it comes to the idea of what God sent them on earth to do.
Jesus Christ, as well as those in Ephesus, but He says...
So are there promises or blessings?
I look at both. Because it says...
But when everybody interacts, it's kind of like that's when the Spirit starts moving. It's the interaction with the class, the interaction with the other chaplains, and just the discipleship. It's a beautiful spot to be.
So since I've been here, I've really had a death of old dreams and a resurrection of new dreams. When you first, come here, you're kind of wondering, why am I here? Like, why have my circumstances led me to this position? And really, it just comes down to God has you here for a reason.
If God is driving the car, future's looking good.